Well, hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to Life of Wonders. As you know, this is Polo and I love making videos of dolls, toys and Disney collectibles. And as always, if you like this kind of content and you feel like supporting the channel, then you already know what to do. So today is the day and I finally got my special edition Tiana question mark 2024 doll, and I couldn't wait to come back home tonight and share the review with all of you. So the first thing that I noticed is that it comes in this brown inner shipper, I would say, and I've also noticed that a lot of the people, especially in the US, have received their Tiana doll packaging a bit damaged. And so I'm thinking that, well, in my experiences, I normally buy more than just one thing. When I make a purchase through ShopDisney, I feel and I've experienced that they always include this inner shipper as part of like any given doll. As for now, I think, even for the classic ones, but definitely the storybook ones, and you can name it. And then this is stored inside of a shipper parcel. And I'm thinking that maybe if the people that got it that way was probably because they just shipped this thing on its own without an external shipper. And so if this gets bumped or busted, obviously it will definitely interfere with the inner or what's inside. So that is what it comes to my mind. But anyway, so, as a piece of advice, if you can, like normally, I tend to just add something else. So it's a couple of things. It could be an ornament, whatever it is, and that way they will always send it using an extra shipper. On top of that, with extra protection as well. At least that's the way it's done in Europe. Um, yeah, for the storybook ones, by the way, and I'm talking just too much, I realize. A couple of them, I got them through Amazon directly, and they were shipped just using this shipper. So that is why I'm thinking that sometimes that could happen. But for the majority of them that I got through Shop Disney, then each individual one came inside of this, and then in another big parcel or a couple of parcel boxes. Anyway, so this is the way it is presented, and then as we open it, um, okay, this is like, I'm very excited. It's been the whole day I've been thinking about it because again, my days are so long. And so as you can see here it is, and I don't know if it's going to slide off. Yeah, I think so, but it comes protected with extra tissue paper in white. And so yeah, I mean, mine seems to be perfect. But then again, the inner shipper wasn't indicative of it. I mean, as it doesn't have any indentation or anything like that. And so this is the way it comes, and we can hardly see anything. So all right, so I will be recording this part in Spanish, and I will take it from here. Alright, so here she is, and she's looking absolutely gorgeous. I love her so very much, and I really can't wait to take her out and explore all her details with you. But first, let's have a close look at the packaging. Now, I have to say that the packaging has been kept consistent throughout the last four releases. I mean, it has the same format, which reminds me, or it resembles in a way, the classic holiday Barbie sort of like displaying box from the 90s, which is, again, it's a very classic format of like three different panels with acetate plastic, and so it creates a beautiful displaying window. Now okay, so basically all the boxes are the same but with different colors as for now. Now, last year was Tinkerbell moment, and the box was also green, but it was a darker colder shade of green, and this time around they've incorporated this green with a hint of yellow that recreates the, you know, the bayou that would go with Tiana's scene very well. And then to decorate it further, we find the ribbon with the Disney logo. It's very, very beautiful. And then we have the filigree of the pattern both on the top and on the bottom of the box. And we can find the lily pads, a couple of crowns, and then Prince Naveen as a frog, which is super cute. And then in the background we can appreciate well, we have a wishing star right there. We have snowflakes, and then we have what appears to be like probably ivy. I don't know, but it's like a combination of all those things together. And she's looking gorgeous. Like seriously, look at her. And then they incorporated a new face sculpt that reminds me so much of the first edition Tiana released by Mattel back in the day. I think I will be comparing her with one of those dolls as I take her out, and what I can see is that the head feels a bit bigger, which usually is the way the princesses feel because they are cartoons, and compared to realistic 11 inches and a half proportion like other fashion dolls, like Barbie, which is super realistic in a way. They're very like, you know, having bigger heads, and this one is definitely bigger than the previous sculpt, but she's looking gorgeous. I love the smile, I love everything about it, and I will let you know if I feel like they've incorporated the new body, or probably they've used the previous body but with a new face mold. I don't know. I still can't tell. I feel like it might have the new body, but I don't know. So anyway, this is the way it is displayed, and it's open from both sides. As you can see, looks beautiful. And then the most controversial part of the box is definitely over here, as it says 2024 Holiday Special Edition Princess Tiana. Now I like that they've kept the Princess Tiana and they've centered it like so, and then they moved the warning to one of the sides, which previously was like on the front as well, but 2024 so these dolls are supposed to be celebrating the winter festivities that are happening around the winter break, and that includes more festivities than just, or again, it could just be winter. And then it isn't just like centered about the new year. And I think that there was a mistake or an error when they were like printing the boxes with the 2024, and they realized about that mistake well into production, and then it was too late to change it. And so the way they've addressed it is that on the website for the description they mentioned that Tiana is getting ready, or as you know, for the countdown of the new year, so that way it could have more sense to have the 2024. But as far as I know, we have Ariel being sold or released in 2020, followed by Rapunzel in 2021, and then Tinkerbell last year for 2022. So it does not make any sense whatsoever. And then for collectors it might be a bit annoying because there will be a gap of a year. It's almost like there's a doll missing if you line them all together without, you know, there are collectors who might not have them or take them out of the box. And that would be the case. The only way to sort that out would be either next year print 2023 on the boxes, and so that could be like replaced, but I don't think they will do that. Like probably from now on it's going to be moving forward, so next year might be 2025, and so forth, because of this mistake because I've also thinking that it might be related to trying not to center the festivities towards the Judeo-Christian traditions, which is super cool, and that is why I refer to them as winter festivities. But as you know, it also involves like, or it happens at the same time as Christmas or Hanukkah, and so probably there's also like an attempt to move away from that. But then it does not make any sense to the description that we'll find on the back on the of the box, which you can see that it might have been the first description, and then they altered it on the website for just make amends, I would say. Anyhow, so the box is very beautiful. Obviously she's dressed for, I mean, it could well be New Year's, because again, the flapper, 1920s flapper style that we can see for her is just so beautiful and very festive, and it could well be related to that. But again, I think that the winter festivities are longer. I mean, are here to celebrate winter as such, and then the new year as well. I think. I don't know. Let me know what you think about it, because now as we turn it around, we can see the description here in three languages: English, French, and Spanish. And I'm going to try to read it for you, even though it's very reflective. But anyway, I'll get closer, like so, and you'll see that they had in mind this sort of like winter theme that goes beyond to just celebrating New Year's Eve or New Year's in general. So, tis the season for warm wishes and dreams coming true, and wrap a regal winter with this charming holiday doll collection celebrating our line of Disney royalty. Now, here there's something I don't quite understand as well, because the thing is, last year we got Tinkerbell, and Tinkerbell isn't part of Disney's royal anything, in my opinion. I mean, it's an icon, I know, but she isn't a princess or a queen or anything like that. And then I'm also hoping to get other dolls such as Esmeralda or Alice, or things like that that are not part of the princess branding. So I hope that that can be sorted in a way, even though I also want all the princesses to be represented, including now both Queen Anna and Queen Elsa. But anyhow, so designed by Disney artists, this Princess Tiana doll sparkles bright and captures the glow of our festive fairy tale beauty. Princess Tiana's warmth shines throughout the bayou and comes to life even more for this magical season. Cherish the holidays with this keepsake collection that's sure to be treasure for years to come. So beautiful, so cute, and so much more than New Year's, I think. So again, on the website they've incorporated a little bit more to try to make amends for the 2024, but it's okay, we got our doll and I'm super happy with her. Now I will take her out of the box and we'll take it from there. Okay, so here we have our girl, and I have to admit that I am very impressed by it, like truly, at so many levels actually. I feel like even though this doll is just supposed to be a special edition doll, it is somehow closer to any given limited edition release so far. And probably the only things that would be missing for her to be considered limited edition is basically a limited count, but also like rooted eyelashes and a little bit of embroidery somewhere on her gown. But other than that, the quality is there, and it's very, very similar to the one that we can find on many of the limited edition releases for the Disney princesses in the last couple of years. I have to say that, and that is because again, I am very impressed, and I feel like this Tiana, in my opinion, is far superior to the three previous holiday special edition dolls. um, and I'm going to be covering the details to just prove that right. So anyway, as we get close to her, we can see her beautiful new face sculpt. Unfortunately though, I realized, I mean, I've already have had a proper look at it, and she's not having the updated body, so it's basically the old super slim body, but with the new face sculpt. And that is noticeable just by looking at her legs, but also like around the collar we can see that there's no clavicles. And then again, like I actually looked at it all around, and no, this is basically um, the same as this one over here. That, by the way, I wanted to compare because this is the other doll that I do have of Tiana, in which I have her smiling, and this is the first edition one, and this is the newer one. So you can see the massive upgrade and how really close to the animation the newer one is. So having said that, she is gorgeous. I think that they've made her eyes even bigger, and the lips as well, and I don't know, it's just like more, it stands out even more than the previous one, which was already like a really good one, but this one now has become my favorite sculpt for Tiana. She's just like full of joy and full of personality, and you can see through that face expression that it's basically her. So anyway, aside from that, which I love every aspect of it, the coloring, the blushing, the lip color, everything, then the hair has been styled to one of the sides as a side ponytail, and then they've incorporated this headband that is stapled. So there's like the side bang swirl sort of thing, and I'll show you how it looks. So this is like the side ponytail, and then it has some curls to give it like a different shape, which is something so cool because again, we got a couple of Tiana dolls for the last limited edition Ultimate Princess Celebration line, and those had different hairstyles, and this is yet another one. So that is so crazy nice. And then I was referring her to be as good as a limited edition one because the pieces that come with her are super nicely done and a little bit better than what I remember from the previous holiday dolls so far. So for the price point, she's amazing, and if you cannot afford a limited edition Tiana doll, I would say go for her. Go for this one over here because she won't disappoint, and it's basically the same or very close. If you don't take into account that basically the limitation number. But anyway, so as part of the outfit, we find this stool that is made out of like this far material that is very soft, and then it's adorned with a couple of tassels. By the way, this was like stapled all together, but there are different pieces, so I decided to cut the little ties so we could explore everything. And this is lined underneath. So basically the colors, it could give you the feeling of it being white, but it's more of a cream with gold. And then we find these connections with how we see Tiana when she's daydreaming and dressed in the flapper dress with the stool around her neck, but then it's made like a winter take of that. And then at the same time I can also see the silhouette of her, sort of like the silhouette of her wedding dress in a way. but this time around she also has like a coat. I don't know, there's just like so many elements here. So the first thing is this one here, and then underneath that there's this beautiful winter coat that, as you can see, has well, it's beige or like a broken white, and then there's like thread um, that has the sparkle just being, you know, intertwined all throughout. And then there are basically three panels to, so for the two side panels we find this beautiful printed detail with added glitter, and then there's the same for this one over here. And then the whole thing is lined underneath on the inside, which is crazy because again I was not expecting something like this for the special edition. I would definitely for a limited edition one, and probably for a limited edition one they would add some embroidery here, but again the quality is like very similar to what I would expect of a limited edition. Then the sleeves are like very wide open, and then as you can see they're also lined. I love the thread that sparkles all throughout, and then we can find this beautiful lacy mittens well, lace gloves with an elastic that's a little golden bow, and that is just so cute. And again it takes me to the wedding dress in a way, but then also it's very festive for this specific time of the year. This is the other one, and this is the shape of the coat. And now I will show you from the back, because the back panel does not have the continuation of the pattern, but I think it might have been proposed that way, because when I saw the promotional pictures I was thinking like, okay, so they didn't continue with the pattern. But now I feel like the pattern might have been too much, and maybe just being on both sides it's well enough already. And as you can see, the dress, that is another full separate piece, and you can see how really nicely lined it is. It has a trail that again it makes me think of the wedding dress. And here you can see the different tones that they incorporated, so it's not just like a basic white or broken white, it's like a few colors. And then there's the inner dress that it's sleeveless, and then it has the low waist, and then from here there's a couple of layers. There's a super white layer in a very soft satin, and then there's this layer with a sheer to it, and then the super mini pleats that go all around, and that open wide and extend to the back in the trail formation. And we also find printed details of the lily pads, and then this is a real beaded necklace that is like secured with this little thing here that is sewn onto the dress. And there's also a little gem as part of the headband. I don't know, this is just so beautiful. So basically you could display this doll with just the dress or with the coat, or you could use the coat for any other Tiana doll or any other doll really. Then you have this tool with the tassels. I mean, so amazing. And then to finish this look, she comes with these winter boots that are pearly white gold, and then the soles and heel are black. But anyway, so and as the cut is more of like this reminds me a bit of Mary Poppins in a way. It has like a cocktail cut, so you can see the whole boot. But then you have the trail. I don't know, it's beautiful. She looks gorgeous, and it might be my favorite Tiana right now, even though I very much love the two previous ones as part of the Ultimate Princess Celebration line. And I also want to make another video. I think I only missed one Tiana, that is the Premiere Series one, but I do have the very first designer Tiana from 2011 that I love so very much. So I might make a video of that one, or probably all the Tiana. Like, I don't know. I will see what I do, because I wanted to create a series of videos of the just showing off the first designer doll and the very last of the same character. So anyway, but for now, this has been the review of the holiday special edition Tiana 2024 doll, and I hope you've enjoyed it and it's been fun to watch and helpful. And if that is the case, well, don't forget to give me a like. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. As always, I will be more than happy to get back to all of you. For now, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.